Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi dimanapun kalian berada dan selamat datang kembali di channel aku, Ibnu Madzou. Dan kali ini aku melanjutkan bermain Genshin Impact yang sebelumnya Misi Archon. Misi Archon sebelumnya itu kayak masih di tengah babak gitu guys. Dan di sini kemungkinan aku bakal ngelawan Chalde ya. Cara jangan jauh ini kita. Oke nih, quest Archon. Kita target pergi ke Golden House guys. Itu adalah lanjutan dari misi ini. Kita terus ke Golden House. Selamat datang yang baru bergabung, jangan lupa di like, dan yang belum subscribe silahkan di subscribe dulu teman-teman.
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right.
Kita langsung saja ke sini cuy. Udah juga ya. Kagak ada ininya cok. Gak tahu apa namanya. Lewat mana ya? Lewat sini kayaknya bisa deh. Mana jalannya anjir? Ini. Oh iya benar. Saya Dudung anak ibu, halo Dudung anjir. Persia jangan lupa prestasinya sangat luar biasa mendapatkan ini coy. Astagfirullah. Salah jalan anjir. Jauh juga tempatnya anjir. Golden House. Oh anjing, itu anjing kan namanya. Golden House berarti rumah emas. Hah? Mungkin seperti itulah. Ambil jalan pintas dengan memanjat. Jalan pintas. Meter lagi, oh di depan sana. Katanya di sini ngelawan Chalde cuy. Chalde yang kemarin sok-sok berteman dengan kita. Katanya ngelawan itu dah. Diapit dua gunung. Kok kata-katanya ngeri ya? Sus diapit dua gunung.
The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed.
Kayak di depan sih. Oh di bawah. Oh itu Golden House. Oh ini Golden House namanya. Kedua rasa-rasanya halo, rasa-rasanya selamat datang. Masuk di sini. Saya kembali, ingat gak bang? Ingatlah. Halo semua, halo juga semua. Oh, Oke. 50, 43. Mulai. Ini guys, bermain ternyata cuy, golden house. Anjir, baru tau gue bermain anjir.
Wow,
Wow, ini ada golden house.
it looked impressive enough
Keluarnya
from
saja
the
sudah megah,
outside.
tidak sangka
Who
dalamnya.
would have guessed
Gila,
that it
emas
was
semua anjir.
fancier on the inside?
Bener-bener emas semua cok.
So full of Mora. This is where all of Tibat's Mora is minted, right? In that
Tentu
case,
itu kita bisa
maybe they
celaka.
won't know it.
Masa
Oh, so
iya?
it's a trap.
Perjebakan anjir, bagus juga. Oh, jadi kayaknya kita ngelawan
If we
gitu.
can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right?
Welcome. Orang-orangan pagi. Halo, aku Nev. Halo Bang Madzou. Halo Super
Or
Kakak.
better yet, take a nap on top. Oh, back to business.
Bersihin gue.
It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely
Jangan lupa
someone's
di-like ya,
gotta be
bergambar.
guarding. Huh? Look,
Madzou,
what
lihat
happened here? Uh-oh.
Ada suyuk.
Paimon smells
Ada
trouble.
nggak
Quick,
sadar
we
suyuk
have to
cuy.
go
Ayo
make
kita
sure that
bisa
the
untuk memastikan
Exuvia
apa
is all
Exuvia
right.
baik-baik saja. Exuvia. Oke. Periksa Exuvia. Oke guys. Ada Exuvia namanya, aku baru tahu anjir. Kamu sudah memenuhi tugasmu sebagai pemandu. Kenapa masih di sini? Apa belum cukup kekacauan yang kamu lihat hari ini? Siapa bisa?
If you were
Chalde,
Fatui, I imagine that you would be
benar-benar kita akan
entitled to a
melakukan Chalde.
generous
Kamu adalah
reward from the
Fatui,
Tsaritsa
rasa kamu akan
herself.
ditris Tsaritsa sendiri.
Now,
Tapi sayang kamu bukanlah siapa-siapa.
and you're in my way.
Kapan aku
Although
sangat
I'm
berterima kasih
deeply
padamu
grateful
karena
to
aku
you that I
bisa.
was able to
Dia pengkhianat
effortlessly
cuy.
find this secret location. Don't you think that trying to stop
Jadi
me now
sok-sok
would just be
membantu kita padahal
wasted
dia
effort?
jahat cuy.
Stopping
Chalde.
the more immense.
So
Nyerah
you've
aja lu.
been planning to take the Gnosis from inside
Nggak
the
mungkin kamu benar-benar
Exuvia all
berpikiran bahwa
along?
kamu bisa menemukan Gnosis dari dalam Exuvia.
As one of the 11 Fatui
Bagi salah
harbingers,
seorang dari Event
it's my
Fatui
duty to see the will
Herminia,
of the Tsaritsa
sudah
fulfilled.
menjadi kewajibanku untuk melihat keinginan Trisista
She
terpenuhi.
will
Kita
get
akan
that which she
mendapatkan apapun
desires.
yang Sarah tuh inginkan. Aku tidak akan membiarkannya.
I'm not
Bukan
asking for your
siapa-siapa yang
blessing,
mengizinkanku,
and
tetapi
there's
siapa
nothing
yang
you
bisa
can do to.
menghentikanku.
The time for discussion and diplomacy
Waktu
is
untuk
already
diskusi dan
passed.
diplomasi telah berlalu.
I mean,
Meskipun
if it
cara
were up
pribadi
to
aku bisa
me,
melakukannya
I
tanpa
would
metode
skip
seperti
that
itu,
stage to begin with.
tapi aku bersedia
But
melakukan
I'm willing to
apapun yang
do as the
dianggap
Tsaritsa
cocok oleh
deems fair.
Trisista.
Either way, we now come to my favorite part,
Yang
the
muncul
battle.
dari sebuah pertarungan.
So
Jadi
you're
kamu
the
di proses
type that goes
cari
along.
masalah ya?
You
Bisa
could say,
dibilang begitu.
when
Di Mondstadt
Signora
ketika
offended the
Signora
deities outside
menyinggung
the
para dewa
cathedral
di
in
luar
Mondstadt,
katedral, dia
she
sangat
swiftly
cepat
left the
meninggalkan
scene
tempat
once her
kejadian
mission.
misinya
Instead
selesai.
of confronting you directly,
Daripada berhadapan
she chose
langsung
to
denganmu,
rely on the
dia memilih
snow
untuk
and ice
mengandalkan
to make
salju
her
dan es
escape.
untuk
She wouldn't want the
membantunya
knights to
melawannya.
come
Selain
running
itu,
towards the sound of
dia
battle
tentu
now,
tidak ingin
would she?
para naik tiba di tempat
When she
kejadian.
faces a
Ketika
worthy
menghadapi musuh yang
opponent,
kuat, dia
she
akan
will
memprioritaskan
prioritize her
misinya
mission,
dan
weigh the
menghasilkan.
outcomes, and can. But
Emang
as for
orang
me,
jahat emang kayak gitu
the
cuy
greatest
pendiriannya.
pleasure of being a harbinger lies in crossing blades.
We won't let what
Kamu
happened
jangan
in
membiarkan
Mondstadt
hal
ever happen.
terjadi lagi.
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, traveler. I'll just play along. Besides, you could never defeat me. Not
Jadi
even
kalau
in your
pikir aku tidak akan
wildest
marah, aku
dreams.
tidak mengerti apa yang
But-
kamu katakan.
Fighting talk, I love it.
Dia sekuat.
Now let's see you live.
Oke, Chalde mau di
This chance is hard to
jangan.
come by. So show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now,
Suka barbar
amuse
aja,
me.
Pak.
And don't you dare
Oh,
disappoint.
dia karakternya air. Oke. Mampus anjir. Anjir gede. Kuat juga.
La, 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 la. Yeah. Hai.
Itu gede-gede aja deh. Nah, mampus kotak gaming. Jangan mati. Mas.
One with my blade.
Kenapa dia nggak buku coba?
From whence you came.
Oh dia air, tipenya air. Wah gila sih ultinya. Gila bisa ngeluarin paus cok. Iya Yenpi emang jagonya dah. Hilang cok. Mana Chalde nih? Oke. Mana nggak dari tadi kita pakai?
Poor time. You're wide open.
Barbara, tolong kami Barbara.
How unbecoming.
Udah kena anjir.
Swift and merciful.
Pindah lagi dia anjir lah.
Run all you like.
Goblok anjir.
Celestial Voyager.
Bos, ikan paus guys. Gila Oke. Bisa makan.
Let the show begin.
Ya elah kagak ada lagi dihilang. Hero heal. Jangan mati hero heal. Kalau hero heal ini mati, habis deh kita cok.
Cowering already.
Bentar. Jadi pindah lagi. Chongyun aja Chongyun. Mampus anjir. Dari tadi dong Chongyun. Kok dia keluarkan?
One with my brain. Run all you like.
I'll protect us.
Setengah harga deh coy. Setengah ini.
A clear shot.
Bahaya. Jangan mati terus. Jangan mati dulu.
Submit for judgment.
Nah gitu.
That passable effort.
Mampus FC. Pindah dia cok.
You've made some progress.
Terus apa lagi? Oh jadi pedang.
So
Oh enggak, dia emang panahan. Dia update panahan coy. Mati. Barbara jangan mati. Mas Barbara jangan mati. Jangan mati.
wide open.
Gila jangan hadapin gitu cok. Salah kita. Aduh hilang lagi coy.
Celestial Voyager.
Gila si ultinya cok. Cloud Chalde anjir. Cloud matamu. Wah.
Let's
Cowering
dance.
already.
Aduh jangan mati terus, jangan mati dong.
A touch of frost.
Incinerate.
Kita lagi guys.
Run all you like.
Chalde lemah betul.
Motion to compel.
Not bad.
Dukur kuat. Not back anjir katanya.
Got a trick or two.
Itu apa lagi cok? Terus sekali tidak.
No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out.
Bentar, lu makan dulu, lu curang anjir. Bisa gitu cok. Curang guys.
About to get tough. Now, Show me what you can do against the might of a harbinger.
Kita udah pakai
Let the
air.
show begin.
Oh, dia punya 2 elemen, gila sih. Apa bang? Wah, anjir lah. Ayo. Oh, tuh dia guys. Oke, santai. Aduh kena. Oh, lambat kau dengan barbara kau. Aduh, oke. Jadi habis ya. Gua apa? Si. Oke, dia ulti Cok. Jauh dulu sebentar. Memang Yempi is the best sih. Wah, ada kuncinya Cok. Ulti barbara. Mas.
All you do is run.
Let the show begin.
Tidak apa-apa.
Windblade.
Enak.
You've
Tengah
got
harga
some
lagi, Cok.
skills.
Incinerate.
Melambat ya. Aduh. Apa? Wah, sampai kita masih bisa 3 hit. Aduh.
Fourth, my blade.
Aman guys.
But how?
Prepare to be blown away.
I'll crush you.
Let's dance. Gotta keep trying.
You've got some skills.
Kau kunci adik-adik ya.
No use hiding back there.
Berat juga Cok, lama aja mau.
Something else catch your eye?
Incinerate. Motion to compel.
Oh, dia ulti sampai.
Let the show begin.
Oh, untuk kan membawa barbara ini bagus guys.
All you do is run.
Gue pengen dengan end. Aduh. Oh, nice. Nge-endnya pakai karakter utama. Tapi kenapa kita yang kalah?
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is
Ceritanya kita yang kalah, Cok.
but that's about as far as you'll get.
Oke.
Didn't think you had
Ada
that
banyak
card
kakak
hidden up
memberikan
your
banyak
sleeve.
hak.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia.
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some
Udah, seru.
you've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected.
Jadi SUV-nya dibunuh kah?
Well then, I'll be taking Morax's gnosis now. I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Wih, GG Cok. Jadi apa lagi dia? Gila animasinya guys. Wah gila. Gila dia jadi monster apa itu? Kita ngelawan dia lagi. Wah gila sih. Tarta gila. Kita ngelawan dia lagi cuy. Wah gila ini cuy. Kita harus melawan. Wah edan cok ngelawan musuh kayak gini. Bentar ya, gue makan dulu ya. Bentar. Gue makan dulu ya. Nah, ini mau mati MP gue. Gue up level dulu boleh nggak? Up level dulu ya. Nah bisa di up level. Lumayan buat nambah damage gue sama lu kuat banget soalnya. Ya nanti ngelawan dia lagi. Iya bener kata Veronica cuy. Game HD, iya game HD lah. Gila anjir. Bisa menang kah kita adik-adik? Nah intinya lawan barbar aja. Seperti musuh Ultraman anjir. Lah gila gak berkurang darahnya cok. Bang udah bang tolong. Lu ngehit apa kocak Barbara? Gak sakit. Ya Allah. Oh gila sih. Harusnya kamu projen anjir. Baru mau gagal. Udah bang. Bang pakai MP is the best cuy. Karena dia api dan listrik, air dan listrik kan. Tidak kana. Kena. Satu ya ada Barbara. Kita di combo-combonya kita. Barbara kasih. Wah gila itu jurus apa lagi kocak. Aduh paus listrik. Ya Allah mau mati Barbara gue. Tekan dulu karakter utama sampai. Ya Allah kena lagi. Yutoti dapat apa Mas Pipa dapat hakimi aku kemarin loh. Tapi nanti main lagi sekitar siang gue main pipa lagi. Karena kayaknya masih bisa satu gacha lagi Yutoti gue sih yang 109. Apain ya Allah. Gila musiknya kok serem. Bang sabar bang. Nice bertambah darahnya. Gimana gue cara ngelawannya coba? Dapat Tiada Hari. Keren juga. Tiada Hari lumayan Elbo. Habis ini Jet Chamber kembali dengan ngelawan istrinya Dewa. Kalau istrinya Dewa lagi kan ini. Ya Allah. Ternyata susah juga. Chalde ini kuat juga. Chalde ini salah satu karakter apa enggak sih? Di Genshin maksudnya. Kayak Genshin gitu kan. Wah gila, gak ada damage-nya gue jadinya. Ya Allah, apaan itu ya Allah. Nah udah bang, ya Allah, udah paus berdiri. Ya Allah, malah tidak. Gila, sama loli gue aja lo kalah kocak. Ini mampus banjir. Masuk Ultraman. Ya menghindar, gak seru menghindar. Nah, rasakan trojan lo. Tidak kan dua kali susu lagi bisa gacha Yutoti S9. Kalau aku berapa lagi ya? Kalau nggak salah tinggal ini 6 lagi. Aku 6 lagi. Nanti siang kayaknya udah bisa gua gacha Yutoti itu. Gini doang. Tapi dia air juga kan, jadi nggak berasa kocak. Gue cuma pengen ngehilnya doang. Gue incar. Soalnya dia sih udah naik ke astagfirullahaladzim. Dan itu sebenarnya dia sih kak. Ya Allah, di mana gua? Oke, sini. Nice. Sebenernya di NV sih menurut gue damage gua. Kena anjir. Mantap kau. Ada pause keluar lagi gitu kan.
Motion to compel.
Cok, kok geli banget, Cok.
Attention frost.
Memang paling enak pakai ini anjir, slow gitu, itu support. Jangan pakai barbar bang. Iya dia air kan soalnya. Gue cuma pengen ngehealing tuh. Gue barbar cuma ngehealingnya doang sih, minta healingannya. Gue lebih damage-nya ngambil di Yanti sama. Ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim. Kena lagi Bambang. Ini ultinya kepake tuh buat ngeheal. Takut gue sedikit lah, turun satu. Nah, berhadapan kita. Congyun. Gak takut gua karena ada ulti Barbara coy. Kita hadapin aja satu sini. Gak berasa kocak. Berasa. Satu. Pakai ini lagi. Pindah cok. 225 damage. Aduh, senang lagi. Paus gobloknya keluar. Ya Allah. Aman cuy. Karena habis ini kita ulti Barbara cuy. Kalau darah sedikit lagi. Aduh, ini pasti di HBD nya cok. Wah ya kan. Barbara. Nah ini. Ye, gue nambah lagi. Ye. Bentar aja kita pakai Barbara. Habis itu kita oke, Barbara kagak ada lagi. Kocok. Yanvi. Nice, kena. Set. Gila. Aduh, kena. Setengah harga deh, cok. Bang. Aduh, ya Allah, mati dong. Damage utama gue mati, kocak. Salah. Aduh, mana sih? Ya Allah, ada paus bungkuk nggak lagi, cok. Cok, perluan cok. Bang, nggak bisa apa? Gue bentar dong, setar dulu. Ya, setar dulu maksud gue. Mana ya ini nih? Nah, gitu maksudnya. Kayak pakai ini healnya tinggi ya. Aduh, kagak tinggi, kocak nih. Pak, karakter gue kekenyangan kalau nggak lama-kelamaan anjir. Aduh, kok dikit banget ya? Ya Allah, kok dikit banget ini. Nah, sini banyak deh. Pakai untuk ini sedikit kita pakai karena ada Barbara juga nanti misal.
Let's dance.
Aduh, pastinya HBD nih. Nah, kan heal lagi sama Barbara. Congyun. Allah Akbar. Bang, udah bang. Setengah harga lagi lu bang, mati lu anjir. Wah, nggak takut gua. Gua punya telur regenerasi. Tapi tadi 3 detik lagi ya. Kita sayangin Yanti sama Barbara guys. Kita sayangin Yanti sama Barbara. Ya Allah, baru 42 damage gue keluar. Ya Allah, baru saat ngilang. Aduh, paus bungkuk. Chalde ini ada karakternya juga gak sih? Gila, keren banget anjir kalau ada. Ngejauh gitu loh. Sini kita 1 lawan 1 coba. Terbang lagi, aduh kena gua lagi. Sini lu, jangan jauh. Yes, 30% lagi cuy. Ya Allah, kalian. Oh, satu.
My blade.
Jadi demon, kagak sempat kocak.
Submit for judgment.
Harusnya buku anjir, terus kagak buku. Kena lagi gue cok.
Curb your pure.
Let the show begin.
Wow, pos bungkuk guys. Itu 20% lagi adik-adik, 20% lagi teman-teman. Kagak kena anjir. Ya Allah, kita ganti dulu kabar merah. Bisa bermusuhan. Oh, tidak kena.
A touch of frost.
Windblade.
Wah, tapi ini kan nggak terlalu pedas sih damage-nya sebenarnya. Cuma kalau kena true damage-nya itu cuy, kayak gitu tuh. Cara terus-menerus DPS-nya. Ada yang pedas, nah kalau ini kurang pedas menurut gue ini. Nah ini bahaya, gue belum pernah sih kena ini, tapi kayaknya pedas banget tuh kena pausnya itu. Kenapa lu nggak jauh lagi, lemah banget lu jadi manusia, jadi monster. Dikit lagi darah lu anjir, lu nggak di healing ya. Tidak kan, gue di sini.
One with my blade.
Wah gila sih. Waduh kena.
Let's dance.
Enggak guys. Nah sakit. Lu udah mau mati kocak. Gue gaya-gayaan dulu, gue mau mati. Ucapkan salam pada Fatui brengsek. Lu harus diajarkan sopan santun. Wah ya Allah, ya Allah, ya Allah, ya Allah, ya Allah. Nggak kena. Aduh, bahaya. Sempet kocak. Ya masih ada Yanfai.
Motion to compel.
Siap sih, biasa aja.
Incinerate. Go, Barbara, go. Go.
Oh no.
Force
Oh.
blade. Spirit blade.
Pas
Attack.
banget cok, berarti gue bagus banget tadi.
Let the show begin.
Kita nambah darah lagi cuy.
Die.
Boom.
Ucapkan salam. Ucapkan salam. Ya Allah. Jangan pakai Madzou dong. Jangan pakai Madzou lah.
Go, Barbara, go. Windblade.
Lah, kali ini aku melepaskanmu. Mampus lu anjir, hahaha. Emang enak lawan gua. Gua adalah MC di sini, lu cuma NPC kocak. Aduh, kenapa handphone gua yang satu ini? Dia kembali di wujud asli asalnya. Aku harus
Well then,
tenang.
it seems the burden of The foul legacy transformation
Oh.
was too great for my and now that I consider the matter more carefully, you had no connection to the Gnosis. No matter where.
That's what we've been trying to tell you. We didn't.
Your show of ability
Ambar,
today far
matahari jangan
surpasses
dibuat
that of
kepada
Signora's initial
pengamatan
assessment of
Signora.
you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how
Karena
could
kami
that
mengumpulkan
be?
kekuatan dari 7 elemen. Karena kami memulihkan kekuatan yang sebenarnya secara bertahap. Oh, ini
You already know the answer, don't you? But if that is a secret you wish to keep,
rahasia.
I guess I'll just have to curb my
Jadi aku harus
curiosity.
menahan rasa penasaran.
This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle.
Pretty sure that's
Ini
not the
bukan cara
normal way to
wajar
make
buat
friends.
pertemuan.
Unfortunately, we must bring this animation to an end. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. In fact, it might be that the Gnosis is just a diversion of sorts.
What?
Oh, gua paham.
Yes, it
Udah,
appears
iya, tapi masih hidup
interesting
kocak.
to say the least.
Lu aja kagak tahu.
It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of the is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond. As such, we must now
Okay.
look to our backup plan.
Backup
Kita berhasil mengalahkan Chalde.
I had hoped it would never come to this. For the weak will be swept away, and the truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom
Ini bagus
willingly
kata-katanya.
involve myself with the
Sejujurnya,
weak.
dunia ini milik kita yang mempunyai keinginan untuk menjadi kuat. Aku bisa tidak terlalu peduli. Bagus ya kata-katanya. Gua ambil screenshot dulu ya. Bagus kata-katanya cuy. Telat ya bang. Baru mulai. Baru 37 menit yang lalu ternyata anjir.
Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui harbingers.
Sama seperti membujuk anak kecil
Children
untuk
must
makan
all-
sayur.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone fort.
A god?
Dewa
Sosial,
Osial,
overlord
sang
of the
penguasa
vortex,
Vortex yang
who was
dikalahkan
defeated
oleh
by
Morax,
Morax, the
sang
GR
Archon
Archon, and
pada
the
orang
Archon.
Archon.
If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue, do you think the
Saya
cunning
pikir
Rex
Empress
Lapis would
Lapis yang
just
cerdik
stand
itu akan
aloof and
berdiam
watch
diri
the
sejak melihat
ensuing
hantaran tersebut.
The
Tapi
Archon
kan
War
perang Archon
ended
sudah berakhir sejak
2,000
2000
years
tahun lalu.
ago.
Karena mungkin kami bisa
How can
membangkitkan
an ancient
dunia
god appear in a
dewa.
world now?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Those are
Setelah
sigils of
sumber
permission.
izin.
Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one
Tambah dengan
place,
kekuatan yang diberikan
along with
pada
that which was
Fatui
bestowed upon me as a
yang mulia
harbinger by our
tercipta, tidak
Tsaritsa,
mustahil untuk melepaskan.
breaking the subduing might of the GR, using the ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me. But knowing that such an
Tatkala
action will not
tindakan yang
only
memaksa
force the
Archon Geo
GR Archon
untuk
to show
muncul,
its
tapi juga
hand,
dirimu
but
sepertinya
you as
itu menjadi
well.
sedikit lebih menarik. Oke, selesai. Why? Liyue akan hancur coy. Bener-bener Liyue akan hancur coy. Liyue hancur anjir. Wah gila. Seperti ini ya, seperti menuju anak. What the hell man? What the hell man? What the hell?
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost
Ada
its
dewanya
deity
masih
be
ada.
swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
What the hell man?
Huh?
Liyue
He's
hancur
already
coy.
gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
Apa yang terjadi? Wah gila Liyue hancur coy. Wah bener. Oh iya naga. Siap. Kita akan perang kah? Oke, nice, gila. Ada grafik. Gila seru coy. Seru ini coy. Gila. Animasi apa ini terlalu HD anjir. Oh.
Paimon's exhausted.
Wah gila grafiknya cok.
If we hadn't happened to
Ngeprem
see
gua,
the
Cok.
great chamber flying over just as we came
What
Oh ya, ada
are
sial.
you doing here?
Sial.
Hold
Para
on.
putus.
It's the Adept guy.
Oh,
What are you
kita
doing
akan
on the
perang,
Gene chamber?
guys.
Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Yang gobloknya ini dewanya diam aja anjir. Zhongli nggak ada.
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have
Ya, ada
agreed to put our
Seo, ada
differences
Bingguang,
aside
ada
for now
Ganyu.
and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon
Ternyata
gets
gitu ya,
it.
sekarang punya
So
solusi
how do you
apa?
plan to defend Liyue?
Oh gila sih, itu animasinya.
Just seeing this overlord of the vortex guy puts a pin in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here. It's not just you. You've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention
Game
without
aja.
shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for Ord, which is why we must stop that monster
Oh, ini
before
Keking,
it gets
ya,
any
Keking juga
closer
ada
to
ternyata.
Liyue Harbor.
Karena itulah harus menghentikan monster itu sebelum dia mendekati pelabuhan Liyue. Bang, habis ini lifestyle kasihan do ya nanti ya setelah Genshin ya.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against
Perang Archon 2000
enemies
tahun lalu
like
untuk
that
modus
thing.
musuh seperti mengerikan.
So will the power of the Chising,
Nenek tua ini juga ada anjir. Dan dia seorang adeptus juga
We've
sih.
already discussed this together.
Dan dia
and
salah
our
satunya orang yang mau tahu
conclusion
bahwa Zhongli itu adalah
Not
dewa cuy.
necessary.
Absen bang, ada Jonathan, ada Fakri, ada Jaki, ada Veronica, ada Zero, ada Ziri, ada Zoro, ada Ningguang.
Wait, all of you were supposed to be the guardians of
Kok
Liyue.
Ningguang ini malah ada Ningguang ini adeptus juga ya?
One certainly could.
Hanya ada satu cara. Hanya ada satu cara guys.
The Chising did
Alas
once
Viking pernah melakukan
research the
penelitian
matter
mengenai
of the
Genshin
Guizhong
Monster.
ballista
Itu
when it
masih menjadi
piqued their
perhatian mereka
fancy.
semua.
And as fate would
Genshin
have
sudah menjadi
it,
sebuah
one
takdir
who
bahwa
did
kita
craft the Guizhong ballista with one's own hands is... For what could
Apa
you
yang bisa
mortals
dilakukan
ever learn of
seorang
Adepti
manusia?
mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should... So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Guys, doain gue supaya menang ya di pertempuran kali ini. Halo bang, lifestyle guysnya jam berapa jam? Mungkin 1 jam lewat aja guys, 1 jam lebih lah. Oke. Dimulai.
Yep.
Berhasil hujan. Gila kuat juga ya. Hujan hidupnya. Kuat juga dia cok. Wah. Wah, gila. Kayak nonton anime gue cuy.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong ballista!
Keking. Gila. Wow, kita akan lawan si
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
gue harus ngapain?
All
Cok.
evil Millilith, with
Oh,
me!
ini. Om terlihat om.
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced the god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you. What wishes to
Salah orang. Mana dia kemana? Guys, kita salah ngincar ini kan, kita salah ngincar ini duluan kan. Kita incar yang itu aja dulu tuh ini.
Motion to compel!
dilindungin loh.
Admissible evidence.
Salah bukan ini aja.
The room.
A touch of frost. Submit for judgment. That all you got?
Lah, itu lagi dia, Cok.
You can't run.
Langsung.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Buku lagi, Cok.
That is Osial's divine power. I am
Iyalah.
very familiar with it.
Banyak lagi yang
Be
darahnya.
careful not to get hit.
Mampus.
Let's dance.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring.
Aku
Snatch Knives
butuh
diplomats will
champion.
answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Udah champion tuh.
Quickly!
Yang seksi ini sih, yang ini nih.
Motion to compel. Bambuchi got attacking again. There are so many between two. We can't look.
Were you
Lanjut
about
ya
to
gitu.
say we can't hold them as children? Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is gentle energy. That light from your body. It's like the time in Julian Cars.
Pasti akan datang lagi, guys.
It's Madam Pink
4 menit
shockwave.
sih, kita harus
This
nahannya.
granny's really strong.
Ada lagi, kocak.
One with my blade. Submit for judgment. Looks like I went too far.
Anjir. Anjir, lagi, Cok.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War. So this is what Ganya's like in a fight.
Itu apaan? Anjir, langsung tewas.
My name means swiftness. Take my power.
Oke, 3 menit lagi.
run as I do.
We're going too fast.
Kita harus ngapain, guys? Tenaga sialan. Jadinya nggak bisa dihila, Pak. Jadi nggak bisa dihila, Pak. Gila.
Child, you are strong in
Nah, kamu
body and spirit.
mungkin saja kamu dapat menahan 3 bentuk energi adaptif sekaligus. Oke.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Mampus lah, kocak.
Look at me.
Terlalu mudah adik-adik.
Submit for judgment. A touch of frost.
Satu menit lagi, kita pertahankan, cuy. 1 menit lagi, cuy. Nice.
Spirit blade. Attack.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak. In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Anjir, langsung mati, anjir.
Submit for judgment.
Come on, we can do it. Motion to compel.
This is clear.
Time for your arraignment.
Anjir, dari tadi harus pakai YNP anjir, mudah anjir kalau pakai YNP. Karena 31% lagi guys. Harus lagi anjir turunnya. Gue mau mati, kocak.
Fight on, comrades. Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Bagus detik lagi cuy. Ayo dong. Kuat, bisa yuk. Nice. Gege. Buset telah dipuasmi. Genshin mulu dah. Iya soalnya lagi seru Genshinnya. Genshinnya lagi seru-serunya. Episode Genshinnya lagi seru guys. Jadi gue tambah penasaran cuy. Nah itu kenapa gue sukanya game-game bertipe story tuh. Karena dalam story itu seru anjir.
It's working. We just need to keep this up.
Wah gila dulu tiga. Beauty guys. Hancur. Wah, jatuh lagi. Ya. Wah, sial gila jadi gaming. Hati-hati.
The Guizhong ballista is
Oh,
destroyed.
dia hancur.
Without its covering
Empat
fire,
aja kita akan
retaliation
untuk
shall be
melawan.
difficult.
But the
Tapi
jade
Jet
chamber is
Chamber
our
lagi
last
gerbang
line
terakhir
of
kita.
defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
Kita bertarung lagi.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
Oh, Jet Chambernya dikorbankan untuk melawan ini coy. Ya benar.
Traveler, lend me a hand.
Tobar atau aku selamat tinggal.
Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Kenapa? Gila. Dewanya nimbrung anjir ngopi, dewanya gue tahu. Dewanya ngopi pasti. Kemarin ada Bang Falcon kok hilang ya? Ya kemarin ada Bang Falcon, mana Bang Falcon? Kemarin ada Bang Falcon nonton. Wah gila sih animasinya cok. Jet Chamber menghilang guys, Jet Chamber dikorbankan. Hancur anjir Liyue.
Exorcism uses thaumaturgy and martial arts to conquer evil.
Gila. Bang, ini live-nya berapa jam? Kagak tahu sampai gue selesai sampai gue bosen. Aura jahat dari monster ini mulai menghilang. Wah, efek dari simbol seribu izin hanya bertahan untuk sementara waktu. Monster itu sudah dipaksa untuk kembali ke dasar Guyun Stone Forest sekali lagi oleh Jet Chamber. Bahkan Overlord of the Vortex sekalipun butuh waktu yang cukup lama untuk dapat menyerang. Meledak HP itu, ya meledak
We
HP.
are indebted to you for your assistance.
Jika kalian tidak akan di sini,
If the
masa
Adepti
depan lawan
hadn't
Liyue pasti
happened to
sudah
be
hancur.
here. Save
Siapa
your
saja pujianmu
flattery.
itu, kami bukannya
We
kamu
didn't
berada
just
di sini.
happen to
Pastinya
be here.
kami tidak lupa alasan sebenarnya kami datang ke sini.
Now, there's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer.
Bang, nanti live FIFA kah? Iya nanti.
I've heard that when
Aku dengar saat
Ningguang
Ningguang
began
mulai
earning
belajar
into
bisnis,
business,
dia sudah mulai
she had
menyisihkan
already
hasilnya yang
started
terbatas
setting
untuk persiapan
aside
membuat
part of
Jet
her dip.
Chamber.
At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion,
Nah, ini adalah
it is a
seorang
testament
adeptus
to
juga padahal guys.
Ningguang's
Cuman dia
entire
menyamar
life.
jadi seorang pedagang
Both as a
pedagang
seeing
kecil.
the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her.
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be.
Sayangnya kali dewanya malah nimbrung anjir. Jam berapa? Mungkin nanti siang sekitar jam 3 ya. Haha.
Thank you all for hearing me out.
Sekitar
We
jam
know
1 jam
very
2
well
guys,
why the
jam
Adepti
3.
came here.
Seperti yang
3,700
sudah
years.
tercatat lebih dari
According to
3.700
our
tahun lalu para
records,
itu sudah
the
tanggung
Adepti
kontrak
signed a
dengan Rex
contract
Lapis
with
untuk
Rex
minum.
Lap. Even to
Ada Rex
this
Lapisnya
very
masih
day,
hidup, kocak dia
Liyue
nimbrung
and its
ngopi
land
anjir.
have stood
Rex
the test
Lapisnya
of
ngopi.
time. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago.
Oke.
Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land.
Are you questioning our
Apa kamu
means of
bertanyakan cara kami
protecting
dalam melindungi Liyue?
Liyue?
I mean no
Aku tidak
offense.
bermaksud menyinggung. Aku hanya
I
berharap
simply
kalau
hope
itu
that
sendiri
our
kalian
Adepti
bisa melihat Liyue
forebears
dari
would
sisi yang baru.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part.
This morning,
Pagi ini
Rex
Rex
Lapis
muncul di
appeared to
mimpiku.
me
What?
in the dream.
Dalam mimpi aku ingin
I
mengatakan
yearn to
padanya
tell
bahwa
him that
kami
we
para si
Qixing,
King, walau hanya manusia
though
biasa,
mortal,
juga sama-sama terikat
are
kontrak.
equally bound to the
Setiap
contract.
generasi, ada kapal besar sejak
Each
kapan tuh?
passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value. I also thought to tell him how
Bang,
the
beli
past
Bang,
generations of
beli
Qixing
Iya,
had
sambil
strove
baru
under
FIFA
his
ya.
rule to
Bang,
survive
beli
in our
Lanjut
mortal
itu bagus
world.
kok. Bagus lah kalau Jutoti itu udah bagus guys menurut
I
aku.
dared not speak.
Oh, Ningguang.
Tunggu, sebenarnya kita semua sekarang dalam posisi yang
Yet
sama.
another perspective.
Apa
What are
yang
you trying to
saat
say,
ada konflik
Outlander?
antara penjaga dan yang dijaga akan sulit untuk memulihkan
Right.
Benar,
That's
Paimon.
something that happened in
Jadi ingat
Mondstadt.
cerita di bawah
It's
monster.
a story about the Four Winds. The animal
Archon
Archon
adalah
sought to
pernah
quell
berusaha
the strife
memadamkan
between the
perlawanan
two
rakyat.
sides. Each of the seven
Masing-masing
nations
dari
has
7
its own
bangsa yang
scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughing stock. To be
para adeptus
chastised
nggak tahu kalau
by an
dewanya ada
outlander
anjir di
who has
Liyue.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already.
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I'm afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti.
Terima kasih pada adeptus. Kenapa?
I thought this battle would perhaps be my last.
Terakhir, tapi berkat bantuan dari adeptus pasukan kami
Our forces were not
tidak
as
tersapu
badly
besi
battered
seperti yang
as-
kukatakan.
although I am a mere mortal soldier.
Sakatoti
I
RM bagus
promise
juga,
to
bukan
hold the
Jutoti.
line
Siapa
and never
RM?
betray the grace given to us by the
Bagus
illuminated
aja juga
Adepti this
RM
day.
Jutoti. Gue pakai itu sih. Lumayan lah, lumayan tuh bagus.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down?
Weren't you frightened,
Takut.
dear?
Tadi
It
tuh
was.
sekali ya.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there,
ini
and those
kayak
powerful
membangkitkan
and
motivasi dan
dangerous
semangat
here,
gitu nih.
everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time,
Kan ceritanya
they make
bermasalah
fun
di antara
toys
si King dan
and tasty
Adeptus.
snacks, and thanks for
Terima kasih
protecting
kalian
Liyue
semua sudah
Harbor.
melindungi pelabuhan Liyue.
Please
Silakan
come
kunjungi
visit us
kami
for the
dan
next land.
berikutnya.
Unfortunately,
Sayang
we
kami
wouldn't
tidak
be
akan
able to
bisa
participate
berpartisipasi.
because we are
Karena kami adalah
Adepti.
Adeptus.
Oh, okay. Oh.
You see,
Kalian
this is
lihatlah,
what
inilah generasi Liyue
Liyue
yang
is like
sekarang.
today. The country of contracts
Bangsa
is
kontrak masih
grateful
sangat
to the
bersyukur
Adepti
kepada
for their
perlindungan para
protection.
Adeptus. Tapi
But
kalian
it
tidak
is
perlu
no
lagi
longer
bergantung
necessary for
kepada
the
kekuatan
city to
Adeptus untuk
rely on the
menyelesaikan.
Adepti's power. Although their blood is
Meskipun dalam
weak,
mereka lemah,
there is still
masih ada
strength to
kekuatan
be
yang bisa ditemukan
found
pada
in
mereka
those
yang
we
kita
call
sebut
the
manusia.
time of contracts between
Waktu
gods
kontrak
and
antara para dewa
Liyue
dan
has
Liyue
long
telah lama
since
berlalu.
passed.
Sekarang adalah waktu
Now
kontrak
is the
antara Liyue
time
dan
of
orang-orang.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard
Padahal
not to
dewanya
feel
masih ada
bitter.
kocak.
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Gue kemarin pedang 13 dapat Emiliano Martinez bukan Jutoti. Dapat Toti yang Martinez. Ini apa itu bagus cuy kiper.
Eager to
Tulis.
live, conqueror of demons. Yes, one understands what the conqueror of demons
Kota Liyue memang sudah banyak berubah sejak kita
One
pergi.
fears that by the
Akan
time
coba
one
pada saat
finally
akhirnya
grasps
aku
the
dapat
new
memahami kontrak
contracts of
baru ini.
Liyue, you humans would fair enough.
Udahlah, ayo kita kembali saja.
Since we
Baiklah,
Adepti
jika
have
bagus setuju, maka aku juga tidak akan
then
menekan
one shall
jauh.
persist. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power?
Oke.
All right, Moon
Baiklah,
Carver, you
baiklah,
needn't
Jennifer.
worry. It seems
Kau
to
tidak
me
usah
that
khawatir
this right
seperti
of
itu.
supervision is
Hak
best
untuk
left to
mengawasi
the
sebaiknya
people
diserahkan
of
kepada
Liyue.
warga Liyue sendiri saja.
Looks
Harusnya
like the
ancaman
conflict
perang
between
antar manusia dan
humans
para
and
dewa berakhir
Adepti was
dengan damai.
avoided. Oh, right. It's nice that we've got
Pilih
people.
maksud hal.
Child wanted to
Alasan dari bencana
unleash
ini,
the god
Chalde melepaskan
so
monster
he
itu
could
ke Liyue
lure Rex
karena ingin
Lapis
memaksa
out.
relasi untuk
But
muncul.
we were able to handle the overlord
Ya,
of
dia
the vortex
melepaskan
on our
monster itu
own.
untuk memaksa dewa
So Rex
itu
Lapis
muncul
never showed
karena Chalde ini sadar bahwa dewa di Liyue masih hidup, guys. Tapi tetap nggak muncul, anjir.
Oh, and
Kamu
speaking of
jangan
that,
matiin dewa itu. Padahal dewanya ada, anjir, dan sudah nimbrung sama kita, kocak.
Hyman doesn't get it.
Nah, ini dia dewanya. Perpisahan cari Zhongli. Zhongli ini dewa, guys, dewa dari
Party
Liyue.
that we're organizing. No idea where Young Lee's gone. Let's ask for him at
Anjir,
Longship
kok
Funeral Parlor.
lu punya 3 kiper, 1 Van der Sar. Gila, bagus-bagus semua, anjir, kiper lu. Tapi gue lebih ke Van der Sar sih. Kita minta hidupkan dengan Zhongli. Zhongli ini dewanya, anjir, sebenarnya kalau Zhongli. Aduh, Zhongli nggak muncul, kocak pas pertarungan, man. Kocak emang. Kayak kita cari Zhongli. Wah, sesat. Ini apa? Oh, kalau main sama ini, Ji. Ada yang bisa aku bantu? Apa aku pikir langsung vendor kartu tidak seru?
We've come to see Young Lee.
Saya minta tahu padanya bahwa kami di sini.
Unfortunately,
Saya
Sean
jangan
Lee
sudah
isn't
di
here at
sini.
the
Sebenarnya
moment.
dia pergi ke Northland Bank. Oke.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatu? Last time we saw Young Lee was before we went to the Go. Do you think he doesn't
Tapi
know
apa
about
dia
the
tidak
attack
soal
on Liyue?
serangan Liyue? Mengunjungi orang satu di saat seperti ini cuma bakal menambah masalah.
We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Oh, kita harus ke Northland Bank, ke markas sepatu, guys. Yang di atas itu loh. Oke, di sini dia. Ya Allah, malah jatuh, kocak. Fatui.
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart,
Anjir,
child.
Signora, cok.
Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos? Oh,
Tuh,
it
sebenarnya
seems
beberapa
that
teman
some
sudah
of your
datang.
friends have...
Hey, it's Young Lee and Child. And
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of...
Tante
right.
Signora.
Well, if it isn't you two, this is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped
Gimana
off the
katakan
map.
suasananya agak canggung
This is
mungkin.
certainly
Anjir, ya kita habis bertarung, anjir.
You say?
Saya sudah
I
dibuka.
knew
Kita
that we
sampai
should
tidak
never
pernah
have
percaya
trusted
pada
a
Fatui.
Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't
Jangan
say
bilang itu,
that.
meskipun aku
Sure, I
sedikit
may have
menipu, tapi
misled
aku
you,
tidak
but I
pernah
never
ada
had
niat buruk pada
anything against you
pengembara.
personally.
Bacot.
Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Nothing
Kita
personal.
cuma punya
We just
pandangan
have
berbeda saja.
different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this. The real deceivers here are Senora
Ide.
and Zhongli. So actually, I think
Stop wasting
Jangan buang
time,
waktu lagi.
child.
Jika kalian ingin
There'll be
berbincang lebih
plenty
banyak,
of time
tunggu
to
sampai
chat
urusanku
once I'm
selesai.
through here. You remember the agreement,
Untuk
Morax.
mengambil genosisnya.
Now, if you would be so...
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract
Kata-katanya telah
is
terpenuhi, seperti yang kamu
fulfilled.
minta. Ini hadiahmu, seperti yang
That-
tadi. Zhongli adalah dewa guys.
How
Bagus
sanctimonious.
sekali. Dia tuh kenapa bisa ada Zhongli?
What? So you're the Lord of Geo?
Dewa kan dia kan? Udah dibilang anjir dia dewanya anjir di kota ini. Akhirnya terpecahkan.
Wait, that's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsar.
You don't think you went a
Mau masuk
little bit
kematian
too
begitu,
far
semua
with
orang
that
sedang.
whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing
Anjir,
the
Lord,
ceremony
Lord.
for you and splat!
Lord Zhongli.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over.
Mau bawa semua kekuatan
That's what he
aku.
wanted to see. Am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's
Mungkin lebih
best
baik aku
that I
jelaskan.
explain. As you know,
Seperti yang kalian tahu, aku sudah
I've
berada
dwelt
di
upon
dunia
this
lebih dari
world
6.000
for more
tahun.
than 6,000
Aku menyaksikan saat
years.
bersama Liyue dibentuk bersama
It is
dengan
now
Mampir
3,700 years.
700 tahun lalu.
Even boulders that can
Bahkan batu
withstand
besar yang dapat
whirlpools
menahan
will
pusaran
erode
air
with the
akan
passing of
terkikis
time.
seiring berlalunya waktu.
I kept
Aku terus
convincing myself
meyakinkan diri sendiri
that
bahwa
cracks had
retakan
not
belum
begun to
terbentuk
form,
dan bahwa akhir waktu
and
belum
that the end
berubah.
until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of I stood motionless among the crowds, asking
Apakah
myself,
aku sudah bisa tugasku?
Oh, Jean,
Zhongli.
but as I began to consider relinquishing my divine
Bahwa aku
role,
masih memiliki banyak alasan kenapa
I
aku tidak
assumed
bisa
it was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next. So I feigned my own death and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Chising to play their. Indeed, I was. The gnosis, which I had kept for so many years, suddenly seemed. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the gnosis.
so you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear?
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Credit is also due to Senora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our
Dia berhasil
contract.
jaga semua yang dia
At
tahu
my
jauh dari
request,
penjarakan
she
yang
kept
Mampir.
everything she knew, and this meant I could remain as Zhongli,
Sebagai Zhongli, dia
even
memenuhi
having the
fungsi Liyue
chance
dalam
to
bentuk
fulfill
tahun
the
ini. Terima
age-old
kasih.
traditions of Liyue in this
Pengorbanan.
moment. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There was only one thing that I had not intended. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue as divine protectors and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death.
That doesn't.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take
Ini
over
adalah
from
tes
me,
Zhongli sebenarnya cuy.
and it was also that which I.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse?
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo Archon, Liyue,
Huh?
Oh, jadi
Just
kamu
whose
sebenarnya
side are
ada
you
di
on,
pihak
mocking me
kamu
like
menggunakan
that?
Archon dari tanah
Are you
asing
itching
untuk
for a fight?
menggunakan
Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying?
Jangan
Don't
selalu
always
mengatakan
call
apa
it
yang
a-
kamu lihat.
Well then, with the gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should...
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sure.
do as you wish.
Apa Senora? Senora cantik betul.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us,
Bahwa
a good
sebenarnya
trade
harus
is a
adil.
fair
Paman juga
trade.
tidak paham apa yang
Him and his.
Realistically speaking,
Huh?
However, I am the god of
Aku adalah dewa
contracts.
kontrak. Selama ribuan tahun aku
For
sudah
thousands of
mendapatkan
years, I have made
kontrak.
countless
Kalau ada yang
contracts.
meruntuhkan, maka aku tidak akan setuju.
My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last
Menjadi
of my
kontrak
contracts
terakhirku
as the
sebagai
Geo
Archon.
Archon.
Akhirnya saat ini mana
My-
semua kontrak berakhir.
As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Perjalanan selanjutnya itu ke Inazuma.
Paimon can't absorb so much information at once. So, Jean-Lee, what's...
One of the clauses of our contract was
Anjir. Dasar dewa bangsat. Setelah debu reda, tadi gue gak sempat baca lagi.
Today's the day of the rite of parting.
Harus sepertinya adalah
Although the star of the show is fake,
ikuti
we
jalan
spent so
menuju
much time
Ujung
trying to
Tres.
organize it. It would be a real shame not to go there now.
Jauh kah? Oh enggak, dekat tadi. Di atas tuh.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Keadaan damai seperti biasa, udah hancur anjir. Kalau tadi mau aja hancur.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of
Masa
parting,
berita ini benar adanya.
so Rex
Dia jelas harus
Lapis is
benar-benar, tapi
really...
mereka belum menangkap pelakunya kan.
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think any of the gossip on... There's only one
Nggak ada satu
real
orang yang
possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish
Chalde.
Fatui. They certainly are very... Shh! Lower your voice.
Pernah dengan suara
Fatui
musik
catch you
seorang
in their
Fatimah Mures
sights.
Lapis tidak akan
Rex
bisa
Lapis won't...
mendengarmu kali ini. Oke, satu. Apa?
You know that god
Dewa
from the
dari
ocean
lautan
could
tidak
have
akan
just
muncul
shown
saja
up out of
maksudku.
nowhere.
Sudah 2000 tahun
it's
kita
been
harus
2000
melakukannya.
And to think that this happened right on the heels of the
Setelah
incident
insiden
with
Rex
Rex.
Lapis. Jadi maksudmu orang-orang membunuh Rex Lapis dan melepaskan dewa jahat itu mungkin orang yang sama.
Now that you mention it, that's very
Tapi enggak
plausible.
juga. Iya.
Yes, it's
Itu sangat
very
mungkin.
I mean, it all fits together.
Selama
person must
orang
have
itu
colluded
bekerja
with
sama
evil
dengan
gods to harm
dewa
Rex
jahat.
Lapis. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do so?
Gay.
Forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the mill...
Dengarkan pengumuman Miliat. Perpisahan. Cok, terlalu cepat ini, bro. Perpisahan. Ya. Kok perpisahan? Gua gak mau meninggalkan Liyue. No. Pertama kali gue di Liyue itu gila, seneng banget gua. Oh tidak, Cok.
Hear ye all! The Chising's words. Though a dragon
Meskipun naga terbang
soars
tinggi seperti
ageless
gunung,
as the
naga juga pada
mountains,
harus kembali
it
menjadi debu.
too must return. Gods
Para
and
dewa
the
dalam
Deptai
periode
live
hidup sangat
glorious
panjang, tapi
lives,
cahaya dan
but both
kegelapan
light and
mempunyai waktu
shadow have their
masing-masing.
season. So too must they. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Having been
Okay.
thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Udah itu doang.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chising's announcement said. So that's
Iya,
how
benar.
something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murder? Could the Chising
Kemungkinan para
already
Viking
have
sudah tahu
known
bahwa
that
Rex Lapis
Rex
sebenarnya tidak
Lapis
tewas.
wasn't dead?
Tapi Zhongli bilang
But
baik
Zhongli
Adeptus dan
said
Viking tidak
that
tahu apa-apa. Apa
Did
Zhongli beritahu
Zhongli
mereka
tell them
diam
in
setelah
secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the
Pokoknya tempat rate of parting, anjir perpisahan coy. Rate of parting di mana? Oh di sini. Wih, ada Ningguang.
look, it's Ningguang and Kuching. Are they saying something?
As said
Seperti yang sudah kata
previously,
sebelumnya, jiwa Sapi
Rex
sudah kembali ke
Lapis'
surga,
soul
dan itu akhir
returning
dari
to the
kontrak dan
heavens is
akhir
the
dari
end
sebuah
of
era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt.
We, the people of Liyue,
Benar-benar
were indeed
makmur, namun
prosperous,
dibutuhkan oleh kemakmuran
but
dibutuhkan.
blinded by our
Kami lupa bahwa waktu itu
prosperity.
tanpa ampun.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have
Karena kami telah
awoken from
terbangun
our
dari mimpi
dream,
kami harus
we
belajar
must
untuk
learn
mengucapkan
to
selamat
say
tinggal.
farewell. Will
Wah,
you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts?
So
Okay.
concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan.
siapa lagi?
Does Her Eminence the
Apakah
Yuhang have
Sang
anything
Yuheng
to
ingin
add?
menambahkan sesuatu?
Is she looking this
Ini
way?
ke arah sini.
Traveler.
Membara. Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking
Is that the
Apa
traveler who
itu
they say
pengembara yang
defeated
katanya
the
membantu
ancient
mengalahkan
god?
dewa kuno jahat?
So young.
Wih, kita jadi artis lagi adik-adik.
The Liyue Chising
Bisa
always
membayar
repay their
utangnya.
debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your
Katakanlah
price.
apa yang kamu inginkan. Kamu layak
You deserve
mendapatkannya.
it. Whoa.
Oh. Apa, Cok? Apa, Cok?
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Aku pertama kali mendengar suara Madzou berbicara. Kalau begitu tolong bantu aku masuk poster orang hilang. Hah, itu doang. Itu doang. Oke, ini nger satu.
And to think I'd put my... But it seems... Well, that...
Satu. Oke. Sito.
Perhaps.
Dua. Ya kita lupa coba tujuan sebenarnya kita adalah mencari kakak kita, guys. Yalah. Udah gitu aja, itu satu dah.
Roping you in was possible.
Ada Jongli sih tempat ini. Hah. Jongli aja, Jongli nonton ternyata kocak gaming. Kocak gaming lo anjir Jongli. Seru ya, seru cuy.
Hey, Zhongli!
Hey Jongli.
Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotion, and here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down right?
Iya.
If the two of you can spare the time.
Makan Yesus yes. Ah, sama sekali kau Jongli. Kalian mungkin bakal percaya kalau kamu traktir kita makan di sana.
Believed you if you were
Kamu
leading
benar-benar
us to
harus
some
mengeluarkan uang
third-round
banyak
knockout.
untuk berada di sini. Kamu yakin bisa?
You're right. I do like the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily
Karena aku sudah
create
memutuskan untuk
Mora.
berjalan di dunia fana
But
ini
since I have
sebagai manusia
chosen to
biasa,
walk this
Jongli,
earth as the mortal
aku harus mengikuti
Zhongli,
aturan yang ada di sini sebagai
When I was
manusia.
journeying with you,
Padahal dia dewa anjir.
though I still had the gnosis in hand.
Oh, no
Ternyata begitu. Aku
wonder.
mengerti Jongli tidak
Paimon
pernah
gets
melihat.
it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spent, but since
Tapi
you
karena
weren't
dia
used to
tidak
not
terbiasa
being
menjadi
able
seseorang
to
yang
just
tidak biasa
make
mengalahkan
more
apa saja.
Mora as
Well, we were
Tidak,
only
aku cuma
spending
uang milik
Fatui
orang
money.
Fatui. Jangan mengatakan padaku
You,
seperti
in the
itu.
city of commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods.
Okay.
The Archon Morax.
Kak Madzou, aku sungguh
I
berterima
must
kasih
thank- I
padamu.
will treasure
Aku
the
menyimpan
memories
kenangan
that I
yang
made
kubuat
as
sebagai
Zhongli.
Jongli.
Traveling the streets of Liyue. That is true.
Benar, tapi tidak ada perjalanan yang
There
tidak
is no
berakhir.
journey that does not end.
Nice. Paimon rasa
thinks
jadi
that
kita
we
harus
should
melanjutkan
make a move
perjalanan
and
dan terus
continue
mencari
our
The
I
Seven.
fear that continuing your journey may be
Akan
difficult.
sedikit sulit. Tetangga
Nation
Liyue
that
yang berada di
neighbors
seberang laut
Liyue by
Inazuma.
sea,
Inazuma!
Inazuma is presently closed.
Siap.
The Electro
Searchet
Archon
elektro Baal
Baal.
dan sama seperti
just as the
masyarakat
people
Liyue
of
yang
Liyue
lebih
prefer
senang
to
memanggilku
call me
dengan
Rex
sebutan Rex
Lapis.
Lapis.
She
Juga
too
disebut
goes by
dengan
another name among locals in
Oke,
Inazuma.
Inazuma. Tapi kayaknya pernah dengar Raiden.
That is the case.
Benar.
And
Dan
since
karena
Raiden is
Raiden
also the
juga
shogun
merupakan
of
shogun
Inazuma,
dari Inazuma.
people call her
Kalau
the
memang
Raiden
Raiden
shogun.
Shogun, akhirnya kita ketemu sama Raiden Shogun.
At the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense.
Paimon rasa situasi
Philip
mereka
doesn't
tidak
remember
seburuk
that it
yang
was
tahun lalu.
Zhongli.
Zhongli dan Slepis masa sih nggak tahu ada di kejadian apa di sana? Kenapa Inazuma ditutup?
How did Inazuma
It's because of
Itu karena
visions.
Vision. Hah? Vision? Oh, Inazuma adalah kota tertutup, guys.
visions?
Vision.
When faced with
Saat dihadapkan oleh
circumstances
keadaan
beyond
di luar
their
kontrol,
control,
terkadang manusia menyesali
humans often
keterbukaan.
bemoan. But if a person
Tapi jika
shows
seorang
true
masih memiliki kemauan
strength
yang
of
kuat
will
untuk
at a
mencapai
desperate
ambisi
and
mereka,
fateful moment in their life, this
ya,
is
itulah
what
Vision,
visions are.
benda magis yang diberikan kepada mereka yang telah diakui oleh para dewa.
That's how people in Tibet?
But starting from last
Tapi sejak
year,
tahun lalu, Raiden Shogun
Raiden
mengumumkan
Shogun
pemerintah
began
memburu Vision.
promulgating.
Perintah memburu Vision.
yes, it
Ya,
was an
itu
order
adalah
to
perintah
seize all
untuk merebut
visions
semua
within
Vision di
Inazuma's
dalam perbatasan
borders
Inazuma.
and to inlay them upon the hands of the.
They want to seize
Mereka merebut
visions.
Vision. Kenapa bukan Vision adalah berkat dari para
I
dewa?
should think that in the
Menurutku
Raiden
bahwa di
Shogun's
mata Raiden
eyes,
Shogun justru
it is
karena itu adalah
precisely
berkat
because
ilahi
they are
daripada Dewa,
divine
sehingga mereka
blessings
harus berada
that
di
they should be under the sole dominion.
Whoa,
wah keras.
that's harsh.
The Animal Archon
Archon
is the
Animal
god
adalah
of
dewa
freedom,
kebebasan dan Archon
and
dia
the
adalah dewa
Geo
kontrak.
Archon is the god of
Seperti itu.
contracts. For her
Sementara
part,
itu Raiden
the
Shogun adalah
Raiden
dewa
Shogun is the
keabadian.
god of
Sepertinya di
eternity.
akhirnya memutuskan untuk
It
menghilangkan
seems
elemen
as though
tidak
she has
stabil.
finally decided the fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of: 7 ideals
Dan ada 7
for
konsep yang
7
dimiliki oleh
gods. And of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles.
surga.
All right.
Baiklah, apa ada hal
Was
yang lain?
there anything else you wish to know?
Sudah tidak ada urusan lain.
I suppose you'll
Karena
have to
untuk masuk
find
ke
a way
tempat
to
yang
get
terang itu,
inside this
bersabarlah.
closed
Kurasa pencerahan akan segera menghampiri. Kita akan ke Inazuma. Bintang baru yang melihat chapter selesai. Pociku, rumahku bagian 1 bicara dengan kembalinya Jet Chamber. Book chapter. Wih, banyak banget terus baru anjir. Oke, jalur Quest Archon. Ini Quest Archon semua tamu takdir dur. Kenapa nggak bisa? Pociku rumah bagian 1. Oh, rumah Pociku. Oke. Mana? Oh, ini harus selesaikan ini dulu, cuy. Ini apa? Baru ini, cuy. Dulu, cuy, kita kesini dulu, cuy. Banyak misi baru langsung, anjir. Oke. Aduh. Apa tadi? Iya, ada kelas lili. Telat ya bang, baru aja mulai. Baru 70 menit yang lalu. Bicara dengan Madame Pink. Oke, Madame Pink. Iya.
Children, come.
Ada nenek.
Oh, no.
Banyak
You've
bantuan.
done so much for. In fact, my old friends and I have
Oh,
been
kita
putting
diberikan
on.
sebagai imbalan hadiah untuk Paimon.
Oh, when you traversed
Oh, kita
my
adalah-
old
kita dipandang
teapot
adalah orang
section
rendah
at
hati jadinya, guys.
Kensington, I heard your little friend mention that you are. That's unfortunately.
Juga aku masih belum terlalu
I have
tua
not
sampai
yet
sampai.
grown so old as to see my. Oh.
Pertama-tama aku tak pernah menjelaskannya. Baiklah, pengalaman itu adalah sebuah berkah.
Well then, it is a blessing. I will not go into too much detail. The teapot that you entered previously.
So, in the eyes of an adeptus, creating world is.
Oh, indeed, the
Misalnya
teapot
sesuatu
is
yang dibanggakan
nothing to
soal seperti itu
boast
harus
of.
meninggalkan dunia ini.
One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own.
Sudah cukup
But that's
nostalgianya.
enough
Hadiah yang kusiapkan
nostalgia
untuk
for
memerlukan
now.
beberapa bahan terakhir untuk
The
dimakan.
gift that I have prepared.
That's right. Finding stuff's what we.
Oh,
Jangan,
settle
anak-anak kalian
down
tidak
now,
perlu berkeliaran
children.
ke sana kemari. Aku
There's
sudah
no
menemukan
need
anak
for you
muda
to
yang
go
lincah.
running hither. What's more, I doubt that you would know how to. Well, for
Pantasnya kebutuhan.
starters,
Ini udah
I
sering
require
gue
some.
petik anjir.
You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies, and if you were, but almost no one has been able to find. Even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or, in
Oke.
any case, smaragdus jadeite is an adepti treasure, and goodness knows if that.
Well, since you're an adeptus, Granny, the.
Iya, kurasa dia tergolong seorang adeptus.
She counts? How come there are so many adepti in Liyue?
Bisa saja, siapa tahu beberapa teman lama aku memang menyukai gaya hidup
I'm
manusia.
back, Granny.
Yenvi anjir.
I don't believe we've met.
Allow
Aduh,
me
bukan
to do
anak.
the honors. This
Dia
child
yang minta
here
tolong
is
untuk melakukan beberapa hal.
Yenfei.
Yenvi,
I
aku yakin
believe
kamu
you've
sudah
already
pernah
heard of
mendengar
the
tentang
traveler
hubungan
and her.
temanmu.
Of course, who hasn't?
Yeah.
Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of
Anjay.
Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the before finally defeating it. A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yenfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to. Oh, yes.
Oh.
Here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details. If you have an urgent
Dia
issue,
apa kabar
just leave me a
hukum?
note at this address. Oh, and
All right, Yenfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. You'll have to excuse Yenfei. She's always.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different. An adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time. And then after that was all over, he went back. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here. Well, that's a bit casual for an adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that? Well, my dad did say that he talked it through with Rex Lapis and that he was fine with it. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much.
Aku sudah mencari
So,
sebagian besar
Granny,
barang yang
I've
lainnya.
gotten a hold of
Kecuali
most of the stuff you asked for,
aku bisa 2 kali.
except for.
Is that so? Yenfei, are you sure
Sudah
you
bisa
can't
menemukan cara
find
lain.
some other way?
Dev jam bang.
They have helped
Dev
you
jam pakai emulator
greatly
guys.
after
Aduh,
all.
harus memikirkan
It is
beberapa
only
cara
right.
main Dev
I know,
jam.
Granny, you've told me 1,000
Kamu
times
sudah sering
already.
melakukan hal itu padaku.
Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative.
Tunggu sebentar ya,
Hold on a
biar aku lihat
moment.
dulu.
Whoa, that's a really thick commercial consultancy. Crossel, a Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some
Boleh,
smaragdus
tetap
jadeite
jet
to make
untuk
hairpins,
membuat
and
jepit
wanted to know
rambut.
if there were any legal ramifications.
Wah gila sih,
I guess
panjang
I'll go
banget
look for
ceritanya,
him.
kocak.
Oh, you want to join me?
Boleh saja,
I
tapi kalian
suppose
sebaiknya
that's no
diam saja.
problem,
Kalau kalian
but
mencoba
it's
ikut
best
campur,
if you just
bisa-bisa
stand
kamu
by and
masuk terkena
watch.
masalah hukum.
Wow, an adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring best we be a little
Nah,
more
tidak
careful
bisa
than
saat kita bersama
usual.
dengannya. Anjay. Kociku, rumahku bagian satu bicara dengan Cross. Di mana Cross? Bicara dengan Cross. Kita bicara dengan Cross. Oh, di situ. Kira jauh anjir. Bicara dengan Cross. Mana Crossnya? Aduh. Bocil ya? Bukan anjir, ini misi anjir, ini misi doang. Nambah misi dunia dulu guys. Ini Cross. Bukan cross ini cok, ini Ivanovic. Ivanovic kayak pernah main bola anjir. Cross, ini dia cross. Kita harus bicarakan cross cuy misinya.
Hello, Mr.
Lu
Crossel.
cross juga mau
How's
misi
business
hari
been?
ini.
Oh, good.
Bang,
Very good.
udah
All thanks to
kapan
your
FIFA
advice,
anjir.
Miss Yanfei.
Sekaliin.
What
Ntar
brings
cuy,
you here
ntar
today?
sekitar jam 2 jam 3
You're
cuy.
too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now,
Kan aku hanya
I
melakukan
believe
pekerjaan
that the
apa
last
kita
time we
telah
met,
pernah bertemu.
you mentioned that you were looking to source some smaragdus jadeite.
Okay.
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, in the end, Miss Yanfei. Might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins?
Wait,
Tunggu,
isn't smaragdus
lanjut.
jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hair?
No, I'm not worried in
Tidak,
the
aku harus
slightest
sekali
because I
karena aku
signed a
sudah
contract
menandatangani
with Miss
kontrak dengan
Zhu
Nona.
before renting them to her.
Oke.
The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must, in
Sebagai
return, I
gantinya aku juga
included a
sudah
clause
menyatakan
that
bahwa
guarantees the
menjamin
smaragdus
keaslian.
jadeite is
Furi.
genuine, with a
Apa,
penalty
Furi?
of 10 times.
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false? Yes.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance.
In that case, might you know
Kamu
where
tahu
Monsieur
tempat
Chow lives?
tinggal
We'd
Nona
like
di
to pay
Kuala
her a
Kami
visit and
dengan
have a look at.
rambut itu.
Oh, of course.
Thanks a lot, Mr.
Okay.
Crossel.
Mama. Ini satu. Oh, di sini tuh. Zikio di sini ya. Oh, di atas sih. Cok sus banget, emang sus. Lebih tinggi kocak, oh di atas anjir.
Liyue Pavilion.
Jadi gimana cok? Cara naiknya gimana cok? Aduh. Oh ini coy. Lah. Oh lewat sini kocak emang. Tangganya gimana anjir? Tangganya gimana sih?
I'll keep this close.
Oh, AR gue udah 32. Bajunya sus, emang bajunya sus? Enggak lah. Biasa aja guys. Ini lewat mana kocak? Oh tangganya lewat sini anjir. Oke di sini guys tangganya guys. Aduh. Ini udah misi lagi anjir bisa. Tanya aja cuy nanti kita kerjain. Tapi pas nggak live sih paling malam gua kerjain. Bang. Live Football Master tuh belum nyiapin ini cuy keinginan untuk main game-game lain. Apalagi Live Football Master tuh belum kepingin cuy. Nunggu rame orang main gue mungkin bisa main sih. Lebih rendah. Oh ini orang ini. Nah hilang kan? Pasti hilang anjir.
Whatever shall I do? Yes, that's me. Is there some?
How do you do, Monsieur Chow? We understand from Mr. Crossel that
Nah,
my associates
kehilangan
and I
pasti
are
dia
very
hilang, cuy.
interested in them. Would you mind letting us take a look at
The hairpins.
Aku menghilangkannya bener anjir. Dia menghilangkannya
I
cok.
always kept them right by my. I spent so much money on them. My family is in the ore business too. But business, we now have a backlog. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants. That's what the hairpins were. But now that I've lost
Wah
the hairpins,
gila hilang lagi cuy.
Why does Paimon have a set of...
would you really? I sent.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Monsieur Chow,
Huh? Well, I mean,
let me see. That's
Hmm.
right. Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? True. Though surely there must be a way. Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossel. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that, and given the
Aduh
rarity...
bacot lagi ya sih.
higher. Oh no.
Tapi dia ketawa anjir.
Uh-oh. Just tell... However, All of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine. Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost. Whichever way you look at it, we've got... Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether the...
Please. Please, I... Don't... However much it is.
Malah apapun aku tetap harus melunasinya.
My family are merchants after all. Now that it's come to this, I really should...
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is the most... So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow. When you first
What did I feel?
Ya, aku rasakan, aku ingat kalau permata dijepit rambut itu terasa sangat halus. Keluarga aku juga sudah sering melihat banyak batu giok, jadi aku cukup yakin dengan ini.
Smooth to the touch. No, it's nothing. I just need to
Aduh, kita ketahuan cross lagi, cok. Aduh.
You can't beat the atmosphere in here, and baby. Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned. With Miss Jiqiao in tow, too, I see.
Wah, dimarahin dong.
You lost them. Are you serious?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Truly, I am. I'll pay the company.
Mora, do you have any idea what I had to... I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't bring them back. Since Miss Yanfei is here, I suppose we can just have her estimate the amount.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Yeah, it was in fact a genuine Smaragdus Jadeite in the hair.
Of course. Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back...
All right, understood.
Baiklah, aku
I'll
ngerti,
conduct
aku
some
akan
market
melakukan penelitian dulu.
research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official...
Thank you
Itu
very much.
perhitungannya.
How could she lose my hairpins? She better pay every last...
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have something to discuss. It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk.
Oke, kita suruh dari tempat untuk bicara dengan Zikal. Oke, ada satu. Mana, Cok? Oh, di sini, di sini.
Try your luck betting on Jade? Oh there. Come and see these rare.
Miss Yanfei, what is this about? Are you...
No.
Bukan,
What I
yang
wanted
kota
to
adalah
talk
anak
about
mungkin
is
bau batu
there is
rotan
a
pas
chance
jadi
that
itu.
the Orin
Bukan.
laid on those hairpins. What do you mean? Are you Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming... I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus Jadeite is found deep underground
Itu tanah
and
yang
contains
sangat
very
dalam dan
concentrated
mengandung
elemental
energi
energy. If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. Mr. Chow, did you have any...
No, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole time. No.
Now that is strange. I know if I've deduced correctly, he may still have the Smaragdus Jadeite. If that's the case, we should go confront him right now! Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to, and then he'd throw the Smaragdus Jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. He would lose nothing. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this... So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience. Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them. Fortunately...
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing...
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, could I ask you to please sign... Huh?
Kontrak apa lagi, Kocak?
Contract for everything? Paimon can't even keep track. It feels like These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior anywhere commissioned but not bound by a contract.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this map.
No problem.
Oke,
Just
di
sign
filmnya
here.
ada entahnya nggak bang? Ya iyalah kagak ada.
Okay.
Kapan pensi
Now
jadinya
write your
bang?
address and
ya
I'll
sampai
also need your signatures on pages 5,
Genshinnya aja
7,
belum
and
tamat
11.
anjir sampai sekarang.
This contract has so many pages. All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract. Have a look through and let me know if you have any questions.
I've had a read through. Everything checks out.
Oke.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy.
Soalnya gue seru game-game kayak gini
Not
kayak
for
berlatar
now,
ada
no.
story gitu.
Despite how intractable this problem might sound, it will actually. I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before.
Game
In
terbaik
which
coy.
case, hope
Genshin
you
Impact lah game terbaik.
I have to ask.
Because as it
Karena
happens,
kebetulan sedang mencari.
I'm currently
Bang,
trying
habis
to
ini
acquire
stable
some
gas.
sort.
Iya coy,
Whether
habis
he
ini
actually
stable gas
did
baru
it to an
pipa
item
nanti.
of jewelry or not is a
Stable gas
separate
mungkin bentar
matter.
doang berapa
Also,
kali mabar.
the idea
Mungkin
of
1 jam
someone
ya,
abusing
1
the
jam
law to their
lebih
advantage.
dikit-dikit lah.
But again, let's not dwell on this.
Game terbaik
Let's go
GTA
to-
kocak tapi
I've
GTA
got it.
nggak
If
bisa
Mr.
ngalahin
Crossell
naga.
had his ore worked on at all,
Bicara dengan si Tau, aduh kita kasih tahu lagi.
Why, hello there, honored customers. Well,
Stable terus game bocil padahal stable kan 1 minggu 1 kali gue
no,
mainin.
nothing of the sort. Has
Dia
a
stable
Snezhnaya merchant
terus.
named Crossell in
A Snezhnayan merchant named... I do remember that. He brought me...
Huh?
That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus jadeite or not. He was quite
Dia
generous
sangat
with his
berani
money
mengeluarkan uang, jadi
too,
aku pun
so I
tidak
didn't
berpikir
give it
panjang
too much
lagi.
thought.
Aku,
I processed the ore as per his...
apakah memiliki sisa
Do you have any
bekas
leftover
Spartiano?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so...
Thank you, sir. We'll take a look at them.
Oke, kita lihat. Lah. Cari serpihan. Oh, ini coy.
If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross sections and patterning suggest that, yes,
Ya, bukan batu yang sangat langka, tidak terlalu berharga juga. Batu ini sering digunakan untuk membuat perhiasan.
I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's...
A thin layer
Sebenarnya
of
sangat
separation if you
tipis ya.
must see for yourself. Try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Is that so? So, did you find anything?
Ih, jadi dah coy.
Are different. But wait, how come Jichao is able to...
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across it. These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult. There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that... And, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of...
All right, let's focus up. We're go...
But, never mind, Shirto.
Unusual actions have unusual...
Oke.
What should I try
Nomor
this
kembali
time?
pada situ guys.
Miss Yenfei?
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossell did indeed claim that the ore he brought...
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the...
Then I have
Okay.
no further questions.
Of course.
Oh, I have my reasons. Ah, yes. This document shall serve as...
Yes, I see. I
Ditanya.
see.
Tapi bolehkah?
Forgive me for...
I wouldn't say there's
Aku
been an
kembali sedih dari ini, hanya
incident.
masalah
Just a
kecil.
minor issue. Is this hard evidence to back us up? On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. If you want
Okay.
to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry. Aha! Got it!
Singki,
Singsi.
sering
She often
membantu
helps
orang
people to
dengan
find a
biasa kita
jewelsmith.
temunya.
Well, that
Singki
was
lagi.
How come you know? Because lots of people come to me for legal advice. As you
Nah, ini
know,
pentingnya membaca
Liyue
guys,
Harbor
tahu
is the
semua
city of
pengetahuan.
contracts. And
Seperti NP.
contracts, well, I should say, but the amendments made by the team. As such, legal advice. So you help them? Yes, well, that's no
Oke, apa ini,
obstacle
Cok?
because I've memorized all the legal codices.
Ini yang kotaknya ini apa ini maksudnya?
You, Nick. You sound surprised.
anjir.
Knowing the law inside out is... Oh, this has nothing to do with being an adeptus. I just like reading. Again, with that casual tone. Well, that's that then. Let's go look for some...
Oh, kita cari Singki. Gila, kapan selesainya nih masalah kocak? Aduh. Singki. Di mana Singki? Oh, di atas sini.
Key here is consumer psychology.
Arannya ada apa lagi? Charger gue sisa berapa? 20%. Gue berhenti main ya. Rendah lagi. Gimana dia? Kok Singki di mana sih? Oh, di Singki anjir.
Oh, Miss Yenfei, it's you.
Have no further trouble from then on? Yeah, has a merchant by the name of Crossel asked you to put him in...
Crossel.
Oh,
Yes, I remember him. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some... This order was on hold for a very long time.
Doesn't seem like there's any
ini
evidence
nggak
to
ada
be
bukti
found
yang
here. Miss Sinksy, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more.
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive
udah
materials,
harganya juga
and the
nggak jadi
asking price
kayaknya
was quite high,
udah
so
mau
we had to put...
jual
Mr. Crossel wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures.
ya buat udah
I
melapor.
also kept a copy for my own records. The inlaid gemstone is recorded.
Thank you, Sinksy. Now, could you let me borrow...
Sure, it isn't serving much purpose here anyway.
Simpan di sini, gua rasa.
I take it.
Nothing you need to worry about. Just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as I'm done with it. Thanks again.
Thanks again.
Anyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble.
Woi, Voxel ngeledek orang gitu. Jangan maksa kau rewatch ya. Bang, masih lama. Iya, ternyata abis ini gue makan dulu cuy.
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We the weirdo with this because once we have this...
Madzou lagi, anjir banyak banget kocak. Ini apa lagi nih masalahnya? Oke. Udah itu dong. Misi baru lagi, iya. Oke, sudah. Lanjut kita ke menemui Madzou. Itu di atas. Ya Allah, gembur. Itu di atas tuh, di tempat Kiki. Oh, lo Madzou.
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? And if it isn't Misi...
No. I mean...
Smaragdus jadeite, the 7 mount, it is abundant. Anyway, I suppose that you're about...
That is indeed the case.
No
malas
trouble.
gue baca.
But after I wonder... You're too...
That Baidu
Bukan
guy is
cross
as
lagi
weird
tuh.
as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there? Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr.
Bentar
Cross.
lagi guys, kita jelasin satu misi dulu, oke.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation?
Yes,
Yeah.
my investigation is indeed concluded.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you...
Of course. Mr. Crossel, you must pay Mr.
Oh,
Chow
oh,
10
bayar.
times the original transaction price.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay?
Not at all. According to my investigations and the
Kayak polisi
material
gitu ya,
evidence that
Billy,
we've
cuy.
gathered, the substance. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, I spent a huge sum to obtain that sporadic.
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved. This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus Nephrite. In any case, Smaragdus Nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite.
That's unsubstantiated.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence.
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all. Hard evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, traveler.
This document proves that my hairpins are the
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. You know, you could be right.
Of course I'm right. All
Aja
the
gua.
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall. Traveler, would you do the honors?
What?
Smaragdus Jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the sustained contact with Mr. Crossell. No idea, you say? I'm afraid that this falls out. However, I'm sure that. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I trust that you'll give.
What? Wait.
Oh, so you knew? Oh dear.
Tawar kan lu?
No, I.
Aren't actually inlaid with genuine Smaragdus Jadeite. You do understand, Mr. Crossell.
Aku.
He's seriously intimidating right now.
I admit it.
Nice.
I'm a victim, but after receiving it, and I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get my. That's why I had another pair of hair. I kept the real Smaragdus. I was worried that someone would see through it.
Exactly. If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make a?
I didn't want to either. But when I purchased that Smaragdus, if word
Para
got out that I sold the pin
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what.
10 times.
Crossell looks like he could faint any second. As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus.
There's no need. It's fine. Even if the Smaragdus Jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for.
Ms. Chow.
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus Jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead?
Okay.
But all right then.
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn the Smaragdus Jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration?
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yunfei.
When you have the time. Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony.
Well
then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claim.
Is that so?
actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for. I could see from the hairpins you produced that you're very. If we could join forces.
Selesai kah?
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too.
Exactly.
Usually when even though the right solution depends on the objective of my client, Mr. Adeptus. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by the title of Adeptus means in any case.
Okay.
Don't you think that the Liyue Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning? Well, since we got what we came.
Cara dengan mandi. Kita kembali ke nenek lagi, guys. Oke. Buat judi itu kan sering gua dapat juga di ini. Buat nambah punyanya Yancy, Cok. Nambah level Yancy, kemarin pakai itu, guys. Oke. Mana pikir? Hilang. Oh, ini dia.
returned. Good, good.
Well, if we're all set, Granny,
Oh, you.
I'm off then. Bye. Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the
Gensus
business card.
anjir.
I've been looking into the...
Come now, child.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
That child. It Yanfei might be over. Liyue is all right then. Let us.
Oh, Paimon's so excited.
Yeay, jadi coy.
There, hold it firmly. Take these blueprints with you.
Wait a minute, Gran...
Oh, you need.
Selesai. Masih banyak ini yang harus gue kerjakan cuy, quest Archon. Oke guys, mungkin sampai di sini dulu video kali ini bermain GENSHIN Impact. Dan thank you banget buat kalian yang sudah nonton. Dan terima kasih buat kalian yang sudah subscribe dan like. Karena ini banyak misi yang lainnya nih bisa gua kerjakan nanti mungkin nggak live. Oke guys, dan nantikan video gue selanjutnya, dan nantikan video GENSHIN Impact selanjutnya di mana di sini ada kita akan berpisah untuk ke negara selanjutnya itu Inazuma. Oke guys, aku Ibnu Madzou pamit undur diri dan sampai jumpa di lain kali. Happy gaming, Tiada Hari, tanpa bermain game. Bye bye.